Hi, welcome to Pleasure Sports. Today we're going to take a look at the O'Neill Mutant Wetsuit. This suit actually comes in a bunch of different thicknesses. It's famous for its 4.3 and its 5.4. This suit gets its name from the Mutant from having the ability to add a hood to it that zips on the front and the back. And then if you don't want to have a hood on, it also comes with just a standard collar that you can zip on and zip off. And I'll walk you through the collar system here. But this is a one-of-a-kind suit. It's been around several seasons. This has had some improvements, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you're looking for a welded, seamed suit on the outside exterior, you're also looking for a good price point, meaning you don't want to go all the way to the high end, but you want to kind of stay in the middle ground. This is a great option, especially if you need that collar that's possibly changeable. What I like about the Mutant is it's made of Ultra Flex DS neoprene, and it has an upgrade where now the chest, you can see here, and I also want to turn it on the back here, you're looking at the inside of the suit, has what's called Techno Butter 2 firewall. So this is really, really warm. It reflects the heat back to the body. It's a nice stretchy laminate, a really stretchy suit. Those of you familiar with the Heat series wetsuits, this has a similar weld to the Heat. And again, the difference here is the upgrades in the neoprene, and you'll see the upgrades in the neoprene in the hood, and again, the patterning and the general quality of laminate in the suit. So great big front piece of, we call it shark skin material. This is an unlaminated piece of neoprene that allows water to drip off the chest plate so that you don't absorb water in the suit, so you feel lighter and you stay a little bit warmer. It doesn't allow air to go through the suit and penetrate the chest, and let's make sure here, and the back. So you can see it's trying to protect your core organs, which are the core organs that are pumping the blood out to your extremities to keep you warm. Let's go a little bit deeper into the suit. We're looking at the 4.3, but just know the same thing applies for all the other thicknesses, even for the 5.4, for example. You've got the thicker neoprene in the core, so the 4 mil in the core. You've got the 3 mil in the shoulders and the arms, and that's because we have a lot of movement in the arms. So those are going to stay warm because we're keeping the body moving, and the core of the body is likely going to be more in the water, so it's a little bit thicker neoprene. Taking a look at the suit here, you can see that it's a welded suit throughout. So if I flip the interior suit on its back here, you'll see where you don't see the weld, because this is what the weld looks like, where you don't see the weld appearing on the outside, it's actually on the inside of the suit. A lot of times these suits are glued together in manufacturing, then they're stitched, and then they have this liquid seam on them. And that's exactly how this suit was made. And when you go to do a blind stitch on a seam, you're actually penetrating only halfway through both pieces of cut neoprene. And you don't want to do that on the mesh skin, because if you do it on the mesh skin side, on the exterior here, if they were to try to stitch, you would actually pop holes in this relatively delicate unlaminated neoprene. So instead they knew to do it on the laminated interior, which is wise. It adds extra durability. It's just really classic attention to detail that O'Neill brings to manufacturing process. What we'll take a look at here on the back side of the Mutant here is if you unclip and unzip this, you can change the hood, and you do the same on the front of the suit. You would unzip, unclip and unzip here, and this whole top part would come off. And again, it comes automatically with the suit, both collars, the hooded and the non-hooded. Once you have it on, the thing that you can do is you can tighten the shoulder on both sides. You have cinch control so that you don't get flooding into the suit. It minimizes flooding. On the hood, you can see here we have a nice bill, and you can trim that with a pair of scissors if you'd like. You have a nice cinch cord on the face, and this is nice and lightweight and super stretchy on the head, so it doesn't feel like it's pulling your neck down. It's really comfortable hood that they designed. Okay. When we're going to get into the suit, we open at least one side of the zipper and flip the hood or collar back, and I'll show you how wide this opening is so that you can see how easy it is to get into the suit. If I stretch this out, what I like to do when I get into suit, and granted this is inside out but still applies, is I like to take my hands in the armpits and just flip the suit inside out at the top, and now you have this huge entry system into the suit. And mind you, this is inside out, so just ignore that detail. But take your hands, put them in the armpits, and once you have your hands in the armpits, you go ahead and put the wetsuit on like a pair of pants. And once you pull the wetsuit up around your waist and your chest, then you place your arms in one at a time. The last thing you do is you bring your collar over and zip it for closure and adjust the side straps or the face cinch. Okay? So there's a single weld on all the seams of this suit. Now whether that weld appears on the inside of the suit like we see here or the outside of the suit depends on the design. So in this particular season you'll see that the interior weld for the chest plate is done on the inside, and everywhere else it's the exterior. I like to take a look at the low back of the suit. Very famous for its design of not having a seam here. When you don't have a seam in the low back, it's helpful because when you stretch and you're straddling or you're sitting, you're not putting stress on a seam, which makes your suit last longer because you're not going to blow out a seal. This suit is pretty bulletproof though, because when you've got a blind stitch and glue and now a weld, you're counting on staying warm in a suit like this. And what I like about the Mutant is that it's very stretchy. So no seams in the underarms, and you know this is 3mm neoprene that I'm stretching with a weld, with a stitch underneath that weld, and I'm not killing myself. Okay. Really stretchy, great for multi-sports. So sure, the suits have been known for surfers. We actually have folks who stand up paddleboard, that go canyoning. We even have a couple shallow water divers that I know that use this suit because it's really durable and very stretchy. And when you're going in just under 1 atmosphere of water, it doesn't put a lot of compression on the neoprene. So we've seen it used for all kinds of reasons. On the back of the leg, I like this feature too, that the seam was placed a little bit higher up than where the knee bends, because this is an anatomically cut suit. And there's no seams along the calf, so it feels really natural, and it accommodates all kinds of leg sizes. What I'm showing you here is a little stash pocket here for your key. So you put your non-electronic key through this loop, and you can stick it in your side in case you rode your bike or you're at the beach. You just don't want to leave your keys there in your bag. Beautiful suit. I'm sure there's more features that I might have missed, and you can catch those on our website at pleasuresports.com.